Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I'm Darren, of course, and today I'm going to do a quick review of Nakano Japanese steel knives. They contacted me a couple weeks back, said they wanted to send me some knives to test out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. They also gave me a discount code. This company's been around since the 1800s, supposedly, and they started out making samurai swords. But we're going to test them out and see how they are. I'll be right back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Alright guys, like I said, they sent me these, they contacted me. The story of the company was kind of intriguing. They've been around since, it says it was founded in 1918. I read somewhere, I thought it was 1800s, but since 1918 in Japan, they use high carbon steel from Japan, and they have different styles of knives. This is a certain type that is more of an entry level for them. It's called the wooden series, and I'm just going to open it up. This gives you a little history of the company. They're based in Sakai, Japan, which is on the southern part. Yeah, back from 1918, they generated swords and all that. So now they've been concentrating on knives. So we're going to go ahead and take this out. So this is like their budget series or lower end knives. Like I said, it's called the wooden series. So it's kind of basic. Just has a nice wooden handle here. Nice high carbon stainless steel. It says right on there, made in Japan. So it's got some Japanese lettering here on the back side, just so you can see. This is the Nakari knife. So this set is a three-piece set that's like their basic wooden series. Okay, so on the website it's listed at $95, and they gave a discount code for all you guys. Fire Water Cooking, just one word, Fire Water Cooking, get you another 10% off. So it gets this down to $76, and like I said, you get 3 knives with that. I'm sure you can use the discount code on any of their knife styles that are listed on their website. I will put a link below to their website showing you, and they've got different types. They have Damascus steel, they have some higher end knives as well. This just happens to be their kind of their entry level stainless steel knives, but they're really good anyway. So let's go ahead. I got some vegetables and stuff here. We're going to go ahead and chop it up, see what happens, see how these work. I'll be back. All right guys, so here you go. These are the knives here taken out of the box. I want to put them next to each other so you can see the different styles of the blades here. So this is your Nakari, which is, like I said, more of a chopper. This is your Santoku knife, which is pretty much an all-around, all-purpose type knife. Can do a little bit of everything. And then this is your Gyuto, which is more of a slicer. But you can chop with this too. It's just this is geared more towards slicing. You'll see a lot of that in sushi and other Japanese cooking. So 100% high carbon stainless steel. That's what it's made out of. The wood is on their website. I can't remember the name. Some kind of sequoia, mana type sequoia, Japanese wood. Supposedly it's all handmade. The like I said, this is more of their entry level set, but the steel is supposed to be still really super high quality, super sharp. So we're going to test that out as well. Right now, like I said, the listing price on the website is $95 for the whole set, but you can get a 10% discount by using the code FIREWATERCOOKING, and it gets it down to right about $76, which for a high quality steel knife set like this, it's actually pretty good. You're not going to find a whole lot in that price range for a 3-knife set. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a couple pieces of vegetables here, stuff I got to cut up anyway. I figured I would go ahead and show you how these work. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and use the slicer and then we're going to go ahead and use that just to slice up some onions here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it. Wow, it cuts right through pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this off, get my skin off here. Like I said, I'm going to be using these vegetables later for another cook video. So I figured I'd use these to go ahead and try it out. So like I said, I haven't sharpened these. These are right out of the box. And as you can tell, it's very easy to cut here. So have to use very little pressure to get that cut up. So far, this one is doing actually really well. You can actually get a pretty thin slice out of that one. So very thin slice out of that. That means it's really sharp if you can get a super thin slice out of there without having to go on a slicer. Show you that again. The other slice I just did. Almost paper thin, guys. So I would say that one works really well. We can try the Santoku as well. So this is a little stubbier. It's more of an all-purpose knife, but same thing, guys. I can get a really paper thin slice. Anything will cut through an onion, but to get a really super thin slice like that, that's a really good deal. I'm going to go ahead and try the Nakano. We can try that for the same thing, do the slice as well. So just so you can see that you can do the same thing with all these knives. And there you go, we got another super thin, paper thin slice. So far, very happy with how sharp these things are coming out of the box. Worked really good on an onion. Let's take a pepper and see how these things do. First we'll do our slice with the slicer. Very, very sharp, guys. Very little pressure on doing that. Again, if the knife's that sharp, you can get some really thin, paper thin slices as well. Do the Santoku. Again, super thin. Do the Nakano. Same thing. Super sharp, guys. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do a piece of celery here just to kind of show you, because celery usually have a problem with it since it's got a very stringy and difficult texture to it. It's got the veins in here that kind of, I always have some, that's where I have a lot of issues when I'm chopping celery with some other knives. If they're not very sharp, it won't go all the way through and you'll have all those little stringy veins appear. So we're going to go ahead and try this out with Nakano, and the same. Goes right through, very little pressure. I'm trying to get them thin, just so you can see. That kind of demonstrates how sharp these are. And the same thing, I can get it super thin, goes all the way through, no stringiness to the celery at all. Let's do the Santoku. Same thing, get it super, super thin. All the way through, no issues getting through the veins on here. And we'll do the Gitu slicer, same thing. I can just get a super thin cut, goes right through with no problems, with very little pressure. So there you go, guys. Let's do a apple. I'll just cut all the way through, right through the core. Really super easy. We'll do it with the Nakano as well. Very little pressure, guys. Super sharp. Goes right through. You can probably do the same thing with this. Cut a nice super thin. Yeah, super thin if you wanted to. Very super thin slices on this, guys. Like I said, just means it's really, really sharp. Try the Santoku. Yeah, super thin slices on that. And the Nakano. Same thing. Super sharp. Alright, so the ultimate test, you'll see a lot of people do this with pieces of paper. We'll go ahead and do that. Right there, goes right through the paper. Let's try it with the Santoku. Same thing, very little pressure, goes right through. Very little pressure. And there you have it, guys. That's pretty much all you want to do on knives. So just make sure they're super sharp. They're going to last you a long time. Easy to take care of. Really, and they're not a whole lot out of pocket for you. So there you go. I'm sure these will sharpen up just fine since it's high carbon steel. The sharpness should actually last you a long time on this as well. So there you have it, guys. So check out the Nakano Japanese steel knives below on the link. Like I said, they have all different kinds. They have some higher end Damascus type knives. They have some middle of the road knives with different handles and different kinds of quality of steel. But these are the basic models and they work just great. So if you're looking for a budget, check these out. Check out the other ones. You can use Fire Water Cooking, one word, as a discount code for any of their products. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again on the next Fire and Water Cooking video.